Hello, my name is Harikrishna, and in this video I am going to tell about how to create a Telegram bot and how to fetch data from any website and, replying Telegram bot with our data which we fetched from the website. So in this video, first of all, we, we create a Telegram bot, and then we create we get an API key from any website. In this case, in this video, I am going to get a API key from the website which gives the data of NSE India. So NSE India is a stock exchange company which gives the company stock market details, and from that we going to fetch the company data, and we are returning back that data to the bot Telegram bot on the user's command. So whenever user gives a command to give the data, so the bot going to give the data which is fetched from the NSE India website. So for this, first of all, we have to create a Telegram bot. And to create a Telegram bot in Telegram, we are having a bot called Telegram Bot Father. So Bot Father is the main. This is the official Bot Father. So Bot Father is the main bot which gives us the bots. So when we request Bot Father to give us any bot, so it will gives the bot. It will create bot for us, and it will gives a token for our bot. So with using that token, we can contact our bot. We can communicate with that bot in with our code. So in this we are going to do our entire code in JavaScript. So first of all, I created a bot, and it is empty, nothing here. So first of all, to communicate with the bot in JavaScript, there is a package called Node Telegram Bot API. So this is a package which communicates with the Telegram bot on the base of our Telegram bot token, which is given by our bot father. So we are creating a Telegram bot constant value. So whenever we want to use this module, so we can use this Telegram bot constant value. It's a variable, and here we're going to keep our token as token value as our token, which is given by the bot father. And in here we are going to create a bot which takes our token and which says polling true. Polling true means if, while we give any command to give response, we say polling true. So and up to here, we have connected with our Telegram. So when we want to when we want to give any command, so we have to get some request. So for that we have to write some methods. So this is a method, on text method. So in Telegram bot API, we are having different methods. So on text is one method which is in bot Telegram bot. So on text gives on the command of text. So here we give a start command, which whenever the bot gets the start command, it revokes this method, and it will send the reply, welcome to the joke bot. So I created my bot with name jokes bot. So it will replace with welcome to joke bot, and send help to know what I can do. So it will use this message, and here message is an which message is what it will gives the information about who has send the message to the bot, and what the message that we have that the user has sent. So message.chat ID is an value which gives the user's chat ID. So based on this, we are going to reply to that user which is having that chat ID. So so whenever we say start, it going to start the bot, and whenever we say help, it will give what we have to do with that, what command for what purpose the bot is going to build. So here whenever we say help, it will show a message like which is highlighted. So whenever we say backslash company and company name, whenever we give a company name, then it will use the NSE details of the company and on a particular day. So from these two methods are used to interact with our bot. So and and I said we are going to fetch the information from any website. So to reply to the bot, we don't have any data, so we have to get it from somewhere. So we have to connect with some websites to get the stock market data. So this is Alpha Vintage is a website which gives the stock market data details. So in this we have API documentation, and we can also get free token. So when we get a free API token, so with that API token we can send a request to this Alpha Vintage. So it will use um, our requested information. So in simple words, API is like a server in the restaurant, server a waiter in the restaurant. So whenever a client comes, whenever anyone comes and gives the to say some order, that means order means what we gives the request. So whenever when we say we want a data from this about this data, this particular company, so this sends the request to this API, and the API gets our data. So this is our API documentation. In this API documentation, we have different mm, mm, data we can get from this API, from this API. So it is saying what type of data we can get from this API. So it is we know that stock market is a time series data. So from this intraday in time series data, we are going to get the intraday data. So that means the data of a company which on that particular day. So these have some functions and some symbols. So symbol is for to which company that we have to get. So here by default it taken as IBM. So we can if you want to, we can change the value to any company that we want. So there are many companies which we can get the data from. So here is IBM is one of the company that we want to. By default it is given as IBM. So we can use this API documentation to get the information, what information, specific information that we can get. And when after logging into this API Alpha Vintage API for API, so when we log in, we get an API key. So this is our API key. This is my API key, which is we get from this website. So with this API key, I am going to access and get the data. So mm, so I have taken that, copied that API key to my API key, and for this to send the request, we need a module in JavaScript called request module. So we are importing that request module here and using as a request. So whenever we want to call this request module, we can simply call request. So the request module is called with the request. For this we are going to write another on text method. So whenever the user says company \company under company name, like we mentioned in here, whenever he says company and whenever he specifies a company, it sends a message. It gets the data from that company. So we, for to send the message to that user, we are getting chart ID, and we are printing that what the user has enter, what user message is, and we are getting, if in this line we are getting that what company that user has entered. So we in companies we have to, every time we have to give only uppercase. So all company tokens or tickers are in only uppercase in MSC data, and what company the user has given, so we are printing to that console. So and I am getting, and here I have entered a URL which is from Alpha Vintage. So here they have for intraday, they have this HTTP URL. So from this URL I am getting intraday. We can change this URL with these optional values. So we can see some information in this URL. So function, we are getting time series data, and symbol we have seen before, symbol is company name, what the company that user has entered, and the interval, and the time interval is 5 minutes. That means for every 5 minutes what's the company stock details it will give for every 5 minutes. And I am giving my API key, which is here. My API key is this one. And we are using request module, and to get a data from the URL in the URL in the form of CSV data. So and it will returns the data. So when errors occurs, it will also return errors. So if error occurs, we are printing the error, and whenever error won't occur, it will gives the data. So for every 5 minutes, the data means very too large to if the message is too large, the bot the Telegram will show an error that message is too long. To overcome this, so to overcome that, we are writing some code uh, to cut our message into our data into parts, and we are returning to that bot. So the actual size of in message that the Telegram bot can receive in a message is 4096 characters length. So here using 4010 characters length only per message. So and we are using a string, an array, and we are dividing parts data into parts, and we are sending that parts to the data. So after successfully send the data, we are getting a reply message. We are getting console message that we have sent the reply successfully. So whenever we run this code in Telegram, so I have done this all this in module in Telegram. I created one folder. This is the Telegram bot folder that I created for this. In this Telegram bot folder, this is the index.js file, which is having my main script, all the code that I have written in my for the accessing the bot and the API key. And these are the packages that are are created by default when I create this package.json, and when I imported a Telegram bot API, this Telegram bot API module and request module, whenever I imported that, these are created. So whenever I run in this in command prompt, so I am running with to run a JS file, we use command node space file name.js, and my file name is index.js. So when I hit enter, it's saying bot started. So when I go to bot and say help, sorry, start. It gives the information. Welcome to the job bot and help to know what I do when I send a help message. So it is saying that send company company name to fetch the NSC details of that company. So I am going to send um, um, I want to fetch the details of company IBM. So when I hit enter, so it's going to give the information about the IBM. So here, so you can see here it has been given the data of IBM company in the messages. So it is a long message, so it has been printed message one by one. Uh, so here we can see that information of intraday for every 5 minutes, and it will give information about open, high, low, close price and volume. And symbol of we have given the company as IBM. So it is given on this date. Uh, uh, on 5 minutes interval. On time zone is US Eastern. So it is the data of from that time zone. So this is all the data on that particular date on that particular time. So the opening is so the details are these. So for like this we can fetch the data from API using Telegram bot. So so we can see command prompt that whenever we send a message, so first we send a start message. So you can see that we have sent it is giving information that we have sent a start message, and the chart ID we get from here. So this is my chart ID and my Telegram is Mr. Krishna. My first name and last name is this. My Telegram name is this. So it will use the information about the sender who sends the message, the user who is using. Afterwards I send an help message, so it is showing here I have sent an help message, and then I send a message of company to give me information about IP. So it is shown here IBM. So like this we can get the details from that API, and we can send this to the bot, and we can get response